Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday. So I am on today to chat about carbohydrates, the truth about carbohydrates and what that really is. There's so much out there. I read all the time on new trends in nutrition and new trends in just everything. And people come to me and they're like, I'm so confused. And I don't blame you, because honestly, when I read it, I get confused. And this is what I do for a living. And I have a degree in this, and it still confuses me. So I want to kind of make it simple for you guys and make you understand that carbohydrates aren't the evil end all. It's not, anything that's bad or anything like that. So let's go over the basics and what carbohydrates are and what foods have carbohydrates in them. So I have some items here that I've recruited from my own kitchen. So the number one thing I can tell you is the obvious carbohydrates that everyone thinks of is like pasta. This is pasta. There's also like bread. I would say the key things to stay away from when it comes to carbohydrates would be pastas, breads, white breads, any type of white sugar that's in items. Those are the obvious things to stay away from, all right? Sweets, candies, that type of thing. Easier said than done, I get that. So carbohydrates are definitely like pasta. Carbohydrates can also mean fruit, and I'm gonna go over this little bad boy here in a second. I love my apples. Carbohydrates can also mean vegetables, believe it or not, and broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables, but this has carbohydrates in it. So do nuts. As you can see, I like nuts. Ha! Look at this huge container. I buy in bulk. So this big thing of nuts, one serving of cashews, has 9 grams of carbohydrates in it. So everyone's like, oh, well, I can't have that because it has carbohydrates. I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. So I'm not telling you that you can't have carbohydrates. I'm not even going to tell you to stop eating carbohydrates completely, because that is impossible for anyone to do. And here, not impossible. I should say it's challenging for you to do. And here's why. So if someone comes to you, and what cracks me up, and I kind of try to keep my mouth shut on some things when people say things, when they may not realize what I do. But when someone comes to me and says, oh, well, I haven't eaten carbohydrates for 2 weeks. And I'm like, I want to say, really? Because if you understand that statement, the only products you would be eating and consuming in your nutrition would be beef, chicken, or turkey. Those go hand in hand. Pork or quality protein. In my book, those are 5 items that are virtually carbohydrate free. Other than that, everything we consume have carbohydrates in them, folks. Now, with that being said, that includes your vegetables, okay? That includes your apple. All right, got that? That includes my favorite nuts that I eat all the time. It has 9 grams of carbs per serving, which is only 1/4 of a cup. And I probably have at least 2 or 3 servings of these a day. So what I'm trying to teach you is carbohydrates aren't bad for you. Where you get in trouble if you overconsume the ones that really add up fast, like your whites. So like your white breads, or even a lot of your wheat breads aren't that great for you. The pastas, the rices, the sugar type content, those are the ones we want you to stay away from, not the ones that are healthy for you. So if you break it down, I want you to focus on a healthy fat at every meal. Ding, ding, ding. Or I want and a protein at every meal, because your carbohydrates, like this fabulous apple that I absolutely love, will come along, and those are naturally occurring for all of us. It's easy to grab a handful of nuts and walk out the door, or a handful of blueberries, or even this apple and walk out the door. This is easy. So I'm not going to tell you not to consume fruit, or I'm not going to tell you not to consume things. I just want to teach you and educate you. Carbohydrates are found in everything besides a beef, a fish. Lamb would go in that category as well, like a protein, chicken, pork, and then like a quality protein powder. In TwinFitness, we do have a quality protein powder that has 0 carbohydrates in it. So if you're looking for something like that, I highly recommend trying our protein. It's fabulous. But if you're just looking for healthy overall nutrition, contact us. We can help you. I can help you if you don't live around the Wichita area, or you don't live in Kansas City to come into our studio. You can. I can do it over the phone. It's not that hard to do. I've done phone consultations before for clients that I can talk about nutrition and educate about nutrition and what it really means to be carbohydrate and be aware of carbohydrates. So as you age, folks, boys and girls, you do become intolerable to carbohydrates. I know it's not fair. Life's not fair. Get over it, from what I used to say or still say to my girls and everyone around me. And I mean that in a nice way. It's life changes as we get older, and that's okay. Be okay with that. Embrace it. Age is wisdom, right? So just remember that do limit your bad carbohydrates and limit those carbohydrates that spike those insulin levels really, really high. Always have a healthy fat source. I can't stress that enough. You can do guacamole. I made some fresh guacamole dip for our Mexican night the other night. That stuff's phenomenal. Think olive oils on dressings. Think nuts for a healthy fat. Coconut oils are great. Coconut milk is great. So you need a healthy fat at every meal when you sit down to eat, and then a protein, because your carbohydrates, I guarantee you're going to consume them no matter how hard you try not to. And I would advise you not to completely cut them out, just because it's almost impossible for anyone. So if you have questions, you can always contact me on Facebook, or you can always contact me at Kristie, KRISTIEW at twinfitness.com, or you can also go to my website at twinfitness.com. So I hope this helped solve some of the mysteries out there of carbohydrates. There's a lot of fads. I don't really believe in fads. I think healthy, lean lifestyle starts in the kitchen and ends in the kitchen, honestly. So hopefully this helps. Until next time, have a great one.